Let me teach you how to L-sit. The L-sit is a full body exercise relying heavily on core compression, scapular depression, and hip mobility. Follow these cues for L-sit success. Number 1, scapular depression. If you've seen my last video, you know the importance of the scapula in calisthenics. You want to make sure you're keeping straight arms and draw your shoulders down. Tighten your core and move smoothly with your body. Number 2. Use elevation. The elevated surface gives room for building hip mobility and core compression strength. You can start off using your knees only. Please make sure to squeeze at the top of the rep for at least 1 to 2 seconds. As you progress further, you'll be able to keep your legs straight little by little. Please make sure you are pointing your toes for the duration of this movement. Number 3, practicing core compression. Core compression is one of the keys to mastering the L-sit. I recommend practicing leg lifts to build the strength of your core and your hip flexion strength. Reaching forward and sticking your arms in front of you will make the leg lifts even harder. Hip mobility is truly integral for proceeding in calisthenics. If you're struggling with these two movements, lean back and do your leg lifts this way. This is the beginner level until you build enough strength. Number 4, incorporate hip mobility practice by pushing straight down and keeping your legs on the ground. Do hip raises from this position to practice the hip position required to perform the L-sit. Please do not underestimate this exercise as it is challenging on your core, your arms, and your quads. If this has gotten too easy for you, I want you to switch to single leg hip raises. Please make sure you are applying tension to the lifted leg, pointing your toe to emphasize the recruitment of all the muscles. After you finish 3 sets of these, I want you to do straddle leg crunches through 3 sets of 6. The plan with this hip mobility routine is to take your hip mobility to another level. I promise you, if you are having trouble with performing the L-sit and you think your arms are too short, that is not the case, you just lack hip mobility. Do this routine 3 times a week for dramatic improvements. Incorporating these tips, I guarantee you'll be mastering your L-sit in no time. Strict form only.